Hi, good morning. We have another doll for you today. Now, this is a range that I'd ummed and ahed about, and to be honest, I think this is the only one out of the range I will be doing. But it has arrived in the UK. We have the Monster High. Obviously, it's been out in other countries for a lot longer than it has here, but I managed to get this on a pre-order, and I saw there was a few other people buying it as well while I was in Smith's toy shop, but they have landed. Now, not so sure about some of the others. I do have the original range of Monster High, not all of them, but I do have certain ones that are my favourites, and Draculaura is one of those anyway. So when I saw them, I was thinking, do I like the new ones? Don't I? Do like this one. Not so sure about some of the others. I think maybe one more that I sort of like, but I've not made up my mind yet. So I got this one because I wanted to show you they were here in the UK, yay, at last. So if you are a Monster High collector and you're wanting the new play range, they are about. Now they are. But this was at Smith's, excuse me, this was at Smith's toy shop. Not sure about sort of availability elsewhere in other places, but this was at Smith's here in the UK. So we're going to go top down and have a little look at what this new play range has to offer. I will see you in a second. Let's try and get into Draculaura here. Looks like we have quite a bit of plastic as far as the boxing is concerned, so we're going to have a little bit of fun, unfortunately, with that. As you can see, we've got this great logo here for Monster High and Draculaura here. 4 plus, they're saying 4 plus, probably because of all the little bits. Count Fabulous there. Let's have a little look. That's just my name and where I got it from. And on the back, we have a little bit more information about the new girls. It just says Monster Type, Fantastic Vampire, I can't even speak, can I? Monster Must-Haves. Now that is a bit of a tongue twister. SPF 500, obviously because she's a vampire, and cherry juice, because of course it has to be cherry juice for the age range. Obviously Mattel, nothing really else on the box. It gives you some nice little bit of artwork. This is the other girls that are available. Like I say, I'm like, yeah, some are okay, some aren't. I don't know. Again, we've got to remember, as much as some of them might go, oh, they're not the same as they were. This is a new generation that's collecting them. So they're looking for different sort of looks, different styles than perhaps we would. So things do change, and that's okay. Change can be very, very good. I do like her. I know there's been a few comments regarding her sizing, because obviously they were really, really tiny, weeny, skinny, weren't they? The monster range originally, because ultimately they're monsters. They are not people. But because obviously the TV shows, etc., they've brought them more sort of current in sizing. So yeah, they're sort of more perhaps people size, shall we say. Ish, sort of people-ish size. Let's have a look. Let's get into this. But like I say, I think if you like it, you like it. You know, I don't think it's worth getting upset about the fact they've changed it. If you don't like it, just sort of don't have it, really. I suppose that's the easy answer to that one. Right, well, that came out easy. These look, they're just like little plugs all the way around, which is quite nice. Oh, there's a tiny bit of sellotape there. We'll get through that one. And what we got at the top here, again, it probably does pull out. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yeah, there we go. So it does pull out. We're doing quite well at the moment. And again, a tiny bit of sellotape here. No big deal though. And again, little plugs to pull out, which does seem, and what I'm hoping now is when I turn it over, this plastic will come straight off. Yay! So actually it wasn't too bad opening. Need to recycle. I will have a look on the box. Does it actually mention anything regarding recycling? Oh, I think on the bottom there's some, that's upside down, I know, but there's a little bit of information there. Problem being is some areas you can recycle certain plastics and some areas you can't. So you do sort of need to check whether you can. Again, this is this old plastic here. Perhaps a little unnecessary, but how do we get into her? I'm not going to be keeping the box, guys, so don't panic when I rip it, because it's not something I want. So if I get into the back of her, because it looks like she's tied in with all these. Yep, we have a lot of tying in here. What's that about? I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's ripping, clearly. it does actually talk about the recycling on these as well. It's a #1 if you need to check for your area. That is something I really do need to check myself. I have been putting things in for recycling, but not all areas recycle. Is there anything in there? No, because obviously these are play range, so I'm presuming no stands or anything like that. No, I can't see anything. No, that's just a redundant piece of cardboard there. But at least, again, we can recycle that. So I'm just going in with the scissors. I'm being a bit brutal here, because I want to get to the back of them, because I would like to try and undo rather than cut. Apart from the fact it absolutely ruined your scissors. I could do with a pair of pliers. Not that I could do with some. I have pliers. But, oh, we have lots of little tags. Oh, everybody's favourite tags there. Right, so I'm just going to go for those two. That should... Oh, I just knocked something off on my side. Oh, I've got so many things. That is the top of my yarn bowl, that is. That's why that's there, because I have my crochet to one side, because I am aiming to get some out by the end of the week. Right, and that one should push through. I'm going to cut these others on the other side, I think. I've got so much bits of cardboard here. Now, yeah, I thought they were the pieces of wire, but they're not. They're just elastics, yeah? So we can just cut. Mind the hair. I'm a nightmare for taking a chunk of hair out every time, but I did it. I managed, yay! Yeah, now that is, well, while it's there, I might as well show you. It's just like a little vampire mobile phone, I suppose you could call it. Let's see what all the bits there are. The head is held in. And there's a piece of elastic there, but that's not enough to get her head out. Right, let's get your other hand off, missus. We're getting there. One round the waist. Oh, and there's actually another one on the hair. This is fun. It's like doing a puzzle. Right, that's another one on the hair. Oh, and there's a... No, is there another one there? It is on the head. I'm going to take the whole plastic thing off. I think that is the only way I'm going to get her out successfully. There's an awful lot of packaging that... Yes, could do without the packaging, Mattel. And you're being so good with other dolls as well. So, I'm just saying Mattel. I suddenly had a thought then. It is Mattel. Of course they're Mattel. I suddenly had a thought as I said it that it wasn't. But it is, isn't it? Of course it is. Duh. Right. This is all in a plastic. All these bits. I really do dislike them. Right. What we got here? Is this a cape? 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 and 4, holding that one in. We have this. I'm just going to take everything out because it's noisy, and then we'll look at it. I think that could be the easiest. Oh, hang on, I'm missing something. They just pop out at least. The bag is really cute actually. There's the bag and her little friend, which we've always had. Right, box is now going. I'm popping it behind me. So I have bits everywhere. I'm trying not to let the plastic bits drop out. I know I've mentioned before, because my pussycat, if she finds them, thinks they're fun to play with, and I don't want her eating them, so it's sort of a bit dangerous. Right, back of her head. 1, 2, and 3. And I need to make sure I put those 3 again behind me in that pile. The plastic off. Oh, that's stuck on her hair there. And we turn her over. She's actually really cute. I do like her. Hair, it sort of feels okay. It does feel like it has some product in, so it's a slight greasiness, shall we say. But it is nice. She's got loads of it. There's plenty of hair in there. I don't know, because she's going to be on display for me, I don't think I'm going to worry too much about washing the hair, but it does have, it's not bad. I know in the past there's been some really awful ones with this greasy, well, this stuff stuck in their hair, but it's not bad. I mean, I can feel a hard bit there where there's a product, perhaps a bit of brushing out, and it will be fine. So we'll start at the top, shall we? Let's put your arms down, missus. I want your arms going down. Put your arms down, please. Oh, God, I don't want to break her arm. I think it's because there's a piece of elastic tied around her. I think it's stopping movement. There we go. Don't know where that's attached to. So another piece to put over there. That's better, and that's what was stopping her arm going down. She's not got one on the other side. So she's still got her little tags here to keep this on. But again, I'm going to leave that on because I'm going to leave it on. Love her ears. Look at these. Look at these ears. Look at those. Now, I do love the shape of her ears. I think they're amazing. Probably little sort of bat ears she's got there. Her jewellery. Obviously, she has one black one and one pink one because we're all half and half here. I love a fringe. That is really cool. I mean, I do love the colours of her hair. Her face, let's see, have a proper good look at her face. She's very, very pretty, actually. She has a nice face shape. She's got her little fangs and her little heart. So there's lots of things that are exactly the same. But obviously, they've just brought it up to sort of style now, haven't they, really? She's got a little ring on her finger. Now, that does have a little tag, a little plastic thing around it, holding it on. And I know I mentioned in the past with some of them, these dolls aren't so bad because they're like a harder plastic. But those that are like a rubbery plastic, these end up digging in and leave quite a mark on the dolls. So I'm not too worried about that because her hands feel like they're quite hard plastic. Obviously, as you saw, she's got some movement there. We have some movement in the elbow, but I can't see through her dress which way. That's better. Be careful where you're bending it. So we have some nice movement. So she's going to be great for some photos. Her outfit is absolutely adorable. It is it 2-3 pieces? I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, this comes off. So she's got like a little over, I suppose, corset, faux corset. Then this is a little dress. I'm going to fasten that back up for now. So she's got this little dress, which is really nice. These little ruffle details are really cool. And then she's got these adorable shorts, which are really cute. They're little hearts, but then I don't know what the little dots are about. Am I missing something? Let me know if this is something I should know about. Is it something that was in the previous ones? A lot of my Monster Highs were second hand, so I didn't get to see what some of the detailing was. So I'm sort of a little bit behind on that. I love her legs. Again, I know people are going, well, the others are really, really skinny. I think she looks fabulous like this. She has her little sort of stocking-esque sort of socks, and again a piece of elastic to hold the shoes on, which again I might get rid of. I know there's a risk of losing shoes and that, but I don't want lines, or I don't want this plastic eating in. I mean, the new plastics, sort of the rubber bands and all those sort of things might be better, but I know on some of the vintage ones I've had, it has absolutely really messed up where they've been left on, so I don't like that. So we've got a nice sort of twist, so she can have like a sort of a cutesy stand there. So we've got some movement, nice movement in her legs. Does she sit at 90 degrees? Yes, she does. Look at that. That's nice. I have a Monster High chair, actually, that I've had for a while, but nobody's been sat on it. In fact, I'll go and fetch that. Bear with me a second. Here I am with the chair. Now, I got this from a charity shop for £1. It is a Monster High chair, but I think, let's see if she will fit in. I think this could be her chair. I think it could be. I know the others could have had it, but I don't know, for some reason I've never sat any of the others in. But no, I think it is pure Draculaura, that, isn't it? So I think she's going to be getting the chair as well. So she can be displayed on the chair, as she doesn't have a stand. So yeah, so we've got some nice articulation there. I'm really pleased with that. What's the head movements like? Side to side. Oh, we've got quite a lot of head movement. That is good. Again, when I'm taking photos, that makes a massive difference to the sort of the style of the photo. So we're going to pop you down there. I'm going to have to give your hair a brush through, I think. And let's have a look at your accessories. Move the scissors. Love this backpack. How cute is this? Now, does it open? Question, does it open? Sort of. So, you know, if it's somebody wanting to put something in, if it's just sticking it out of it for a photo, or children are playing with it to pop things in, she could like pop her bits and pieces in it. So that is good. But it's a nice style. I like that it's a backpack. I hope it's going to sit on her quite comfortably. Shall we have a go at putting it on? Let's see how easy it is. Never easy when they've got this much hair. Absolutely love dolls with lots of hair, lots of long hair curls, etc, etc, but they're a nightmare to keep in good condition, which I know from myself, because my hair doesn't like to do what it's supposed to do. It's always all over the place. I'd love to have tidy hair, but I don't want short hair, so it's not going to work. Right, yeah, a little bit of a jostle, but nothing bad. It does sit on her back. I might leave it on her back, ready for the photos. So I think it would look quite cool to do that. So she's going to keep that on, though it looks a little bit funny from the front. Although no, you can sort of see, just looks like she's got little bat wings, doesn't it, sticking out. So that is quite cute. So we have a little friend, and again, always adorable. These are always really, really cute. Again, not something I'm bothered about collecting. But yeah, I do get the appeal. They are super cute. She has her drinks. So that does that fit on her hands nicely? Yeah, look at that. That's really good. Again, great for photo ops, great for kids to play with. So that's good. We have a pretzel, a bat pretzel. That's sort of quite funny. And in a little sort of, can't think of the word, spider web. What's it with me? Now, I'm not sure. We have a little hook there. I suppose you could do that. Oh, the one for the rings coming off, isn't it there? But are these going to be charms? Do you think these could be charms? I don't know. But yes, it does sort of hang on to her. She's got some really cool glasses. Let's see what she'll look like. Oh, they are super cute. A little bit difficult to get on while she's got the things, but they are cute. I love those. Those will definitely go in my glasses collection because I've got a collection of different doll glasses. I showed you the phone earlier, and this is the sun protection factor that of course she's going to need. The light's just gone really dark outside. I hope that's not affecting anything. And this is just a simple little cape with thousands of little tiny bits of plastic in, which I'm not going to pull out now because I need to do them over the box. But that's quite cute. It goes over. Don't think I'd be particularly bothered about putting it on her for display, but it is quite nice. Perhaps if I was doing a Halloweeny theme or something like that for photos, perhaps we'd put that on as extra. And obviously it's got the little hearts, it's got little vampire bats on it. It is nice and shiny, quite well made. It's just fabric that doesn't fray. You can't really go far wrong with that. And a tiny little bit of ribbon, which is quite nice. So those are the accessories. Oh, it's a piece of cardboard from earlier. So the doll, how much did she cost? I can't remember. She was £29. That's how much she was. She was £29. Now, you know, if you compare with some of the other dolls, that seems to be where the price is sitting for a lot of dolls. They are getting more and more expensive. The basic play ranges, you know, the ones with stiff legs, no articulation dolls, I'm not just talking Monster High, I'm talking any doll here, they are usually that sort of anything between 10 and 15 pounds, sort of any, or up to 20 maybe. So you can get those, but I think people are getting more in, I'm not just talking about adults here, children as well, because I know my granddaughter, she would like the fact that she can move her, she can sit her down, she can pose her. I mean, she likes to try and take sort of little photos as well of her dolls when she's here. So they are sort of wanting movement. But unfortunately, if you want a doll with decent articulation, you're not going to get much change out of £30, if you're lucky. Sometimes, I mean, like the Rainbow Highs, I mean, they're sort of hitting that sort of 30-ish plus range. The LOL dolls the same. There are some that are cheaper, but on average, you're going to be looking, if you want to buy a decent doll, about £30, I think, nowadays. Which is sort of a shame, because there are some people out there that cannot afford £30 for a doll. And I don't really see with some of these ranges what warrants the extra price. I mean, to be honest, yes, it's nice to have accessories, but what about doing that as a separate accessory pack and doing that doll for a lot less? I don't think 29 is bad for her. I'm not saying her price is wrong, but like with a lot of them, you get lots of bits and pieces, and as much as kids like bits and pieces, it's the doll they want, and quite often these bits and pieces either get lost or end up in the bin. So, you know, perhaps as an accessory pack. I know for my granddaughter, if I bought her a doll, I would quite happily then buy her another accessory pack. So they'd probably double up on the money. So, you know, it's just how it is. But they obviously know what they're doing. I mean, it's finances, etc. It's not my department at all. But I do think it's a little bit of a shame. But I think she's an okay price. I think this is an okay price, because there are going to be a lot of collectors getting her as well. Now, my granddaughter's not seen her yet, so I know what's going to happen. But she has a birthday in 5 weeks, so our Lily needs to decide what she would look. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Things get lost. The ring's already dropped off, and I'm only sat here at the table. So that's why I usually like to take all the bits off, and I have a box for my bits and pieces for things like that. So I think our Lily, as I was saying, needs to have a think what she might need for birthdays, because I think she might be eyeing up this range because she does like the other Monster High, and both her and her mum do have some of the old ones as well. So that is it for our gorgeous Draculaura. I am really pleased with her, and I think she's going to take great photos, and I love her shape. Again, she's a monster. It doesn't matter what shape she is, does it? I mean, she could be any shape. And things do move forward. And I think people need to sort of accept that this is a new generation. And I think the new generation are going to absolutely love her. I love her as well. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've got one. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're value for money? Or do you think, you know, that they're all starting to overcharge a little bit? Not too much, but a little bit, I think. But yes, I think she's lovely. Please pop me a comment there. Please like, subscribe, share. You know how it all goes. And I'm going to be playing with the hair for ages to try and get it out of her earring, because I need to take some photos. Although it's raining at the moment, so I'm going to have to find somewhere in the garden where... oh, careful with these earrings, they're coming out as well. Just push them in. Where I can take some nice photos of her. So I will see you very soon. I've got some other dolly openings, as you know. That's the thing with Christmas. I've had presents, etc. Although this was a little bit of an extra. But there you go. I had to get her. First time she's in the UK, the new one. So it just had to be done. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye for now.